I have a subscription doctor client who can't pay much. Now he promises more later. How do I approach this? Okay, that is an oxymoron. A doctor that can't pay much doesn't exist. He don't want to pay you much. You haven't offered enough value, don't do business with him. A doctor that can't pay much, let that sit in for a minute. I want you, but I don't want to pay for you. He wants something for free. There's 20 other doctors that can pay much. How do you include the cost of equipment rentals in your structure price? Would you just add it to the base rate? Absolutely. If I need to rent something, it depends. If it's like a drone and they want drone shots, then it's going to be added in the drone price. If it's something outside of your standard camera setup, you can charge them a separate price. I'm full this month with 3 clients, but nothing lined up for next month. I love to go full time with videography. Nate, okay, great question, but I got to flip it on you because you don't find consistent clients. You're consistently where clients look with the right trap. Clients are looking for content every day. They're looking for content creators. You can't go find them. It's difficult to say, I wonder what this video person look like. It ain't like selling baseball cleats, right? Where I can just search for people who like baseball. Video production is different. Photography is different. You have to be where they look. That's why I tell you to get a niche, understand that niche, and then go where that niche looks, right? Go where that niche looks. Let's pick something crazy. If I want to sell slides with fur on them, because girls like slides with fur on them, I'm going to look and see, well, who usually buy these things? It's usually girls between the age of 13 and 25 that like Cardi B. Bet. Now I can market to girls who are between 13 and 25 who listen to Cardi B. So I'm going to make sure that whenever they look for slides with fur on them, my shoe is there and I will have consistency. I will just fight for placement in that area. So let me guess, your passion is this, and you want to attract this or this. So you can make more of this, but your portfolio or demo reel is not this. I've worked for these companies in the past. When it comes to finding a job or getting the attention of potential clients, a demo reel or portfolio with random clips and music won't cut it. And that's why I created this. The 5 key steps for creating an effective demo reel that converts. It's an online course designed to show you how to market your skills and past experience and create a video portfolio that's designed to blow away your competition and 10x your results. Remember, if you can't tell your story, how do you expect someone to hire you to effectively tell their story? Enroll today at Flashfilm Academy. It's time to turn passion into profit. Let's see, if you agree on specific deliverables for an event and the client wants additional cuts, meaning another idea for a new video using the same footage, what is the best way to price that? I love that question. That's a really good question. What I do is I send the client back the same base rate to edit a video. Because we do structure-based pricing, we're sending them that same base rate and they got the same add-ons that they can add. So we're starting from scratch with editing a video. That's why I tell you guys to separate the price from capturing the video to editing the video, because we can capture 10 hours of footage and do a 2-minute video. If the client needs, we can create more content out of that video, but it has to be at a separate price. It can't be treated like a revision because it's not a revision. It's a whole separate thing. So make sure you can send them over, okay, our base rate for a 1-minute video is $400, and then it's, $100 or $200 for each additional minute, whatever your base rate is. Okay, we need an additional 8-minute video. So if it's 400 plus another, for the first 4 minutes plus another 400, that's $800. So that way you can push the price. So you want to kind of get that set up so that they have the ability to know exactly what the cost is. And then you can offer upsells within that. So you want to be able to make sure you have the ability to upsell within that sale as well. Okay, one of the questions was, I've been operating a business as a sole proprietor using my personal name for at least 10 years. The knowledge I've gained from you has me wondering how I should transition the business structure without losing the vendor or credit history. Okay, let me be real clear. If you've been doing as a DBA for 10 years, your credit history is your credit history. It's not a business. Your business don't have a credit history. It's going under your social security number.
DBAs don't get the same tax IDs as a business. So you wouldn't be losing business credit by going and starting a new business. Your vendors and everything shouldn't have a problem switching over once you notify them of the rebrand, because companies rebrand all the time. The LLC is going to help you and protect you equally. It's very important that you realize that this is designed to create a separate entity. You want to create something separate. Trust me, you don't want to get in a car accident driving your own car without the right amount of coverage. You go hit a Bentley. Your car insurance maxes out at $90,000. The Bentley has $200,000 worth of damage. You're getting a personal lawsuit and they're saying, oh, you have all this camera equipment we're about to come get. We own that now, not if it's a separate company. And that's an extreme case, I'm being honest with you. But you don't want your personal assets to blend or mixed with your company assets. Let's say you're in an area right now that has a hurricane and you got just homeowners insurance and something happened and your homeowners and your house get wiped away and it maxes your homeowners insurance. Well, there may not be enough money left over to cover the $20,000 worth of gear you had. But if you have a business that has insurance, that first dollar starts with your gear on up. So you want to make sure you protect yourself and you have a separate business that will allow you to do that. Vice versa, if you are going through a divorce and you got to pay alimony, you got to pay child support, all of that stuff, your business is a separate entity. They can't come after your business. You can't come after the owner or one of the chairmen of AT&T and say, we're going to base what you pay not off what you make, but what your company makes, because your company is a separate person or a separate entity that has its own bills and expenses. What you decide to pay you is on you. So it's real important that you separate the two. That's also the case for banking. If you got something go wrong with your bank because your cousin who is listed on your bank thought it'd be a good idea to take a check from such and such down the street for $10,000, cash it and give him $5,000, thinking they made some money and they freeze your account up. Or your cousin decide they want to go get a PPP loan when they ain't never had a business and they freeze your account up. You still have a separate account for your business. So you want to make sure that you do things completely separate. What advice do you give to a guy who understands the business sides and years of direct sales and experience who's trying to get into video? It's going to be different. You're going to have a little bit of an upside when it comes to talking to people, when it comes to walking in the door and being comfortable with people. Because most people who create content, like a content creator is the furthest thing usually from a sales rep. Like we're usually to ourselves, we like to create, we're in our head about making sure that we're creative. We're not in our head about talking to people and being in front of people and really breaking the ice, right? It's easy to walk into a pre-made crowd, but it's hard for some people to create that crowd or get people's attention. So you have to still, you may be a little bit ahead of the game as far as being able to walk into a room and command somebody's attention in a way that they purchase from you. It's just about tweaking it to understand how to structure your business, how to create your systems and processes, and then sell those items to the client that's in front of you. Hey, keep in mind that the video you just watched contains clips from a longer lecture that's available to our gold members at flashfilmacademy.com. You can go to flashfilmacademy.com to watch the complete lectures if you want to get all the gems and all the information, or you can stay on the channel and continue watching some of our content here. Just click one of those boxes somewhere around here. You know where to go. Right up in here, somewhere, wherever it pops up, you know what to do. You got this.